When I came to college, I basically saw Ralphie, and my question was, how do I get to pet that buffalo? My name's Taylor Stratton, and I'm the head coach of the Ralphie program. We currently have Ralphie 6. Moved up to Colorado before I was 2 years old. We moved back onto our multi-generational family ranch. Every day I was outside. We had quarter horse racehorses. We had a herd of Hereford beef cows. I had not had any interactions with buffalo my entire life. Cows were as close as I got. I, hadn't grown up being a CU fan like so many of our Ralphie handlers. They saw Ralphie when they were 8 years old and they knew they wanted to be a Ralphie handler. We were so busy working on the ranch that we didn't follow a lot of sports growing up. I was at my first game and people were chanting, "We want Ralphie, we want Ralphie," and I was in the middle of the student section. I was asking people, I'm like, "Who's Ralphie?" And they're like, "Ralphie's the buffalo." And then boom, the gates open, she runs, and I'm like, I've got to pet that buffalo. I went online later that day and Googled it, and I filled out my application to join the Ralphie handlers shortly thereafter.
Here comes Ralphie as she takes off out of the chute, and that starts a great college football night here at Full.
So the tradition of Ralphie running out in front of the football team started in 1967. Bill Lowry and some of his friends went out and actually purchased a buffalo calf. They propositioned this buffalo coming out and running before the football team. The football coach thought it was a great idea, and so that's how the tradition of Ralphie began. Tryouts, yes, you have to be a current student to be a Ralphie handler. It consists of 300-yard sprints. There's not a threshold where we won't take somebody necessarily, but we do need them to be fast enough because every single person on our team does run with the buffalo. Nobody comes into this knowing how to run a buffalo, so we're looking at people who are coachable, people that have an athletic background.
And we just had Ralphie 6, the 15-month-old, make her debut, and it was a successful run. There was some question, a lot of training, and the tradition continues.
Ralphie 6 is a female. She's about 15 months old and right about 500 pounds. We were looking for an animal that was confident in new situations, one that had been more comfortable around people. Ralphie 5 is a little bit more independent than Ralphie 6. Ralphie 6 is definitely much more in on like the pets and the hugs because we got her when she was like teeny tiny. I am the first woman to act as a coach, but there was a woman who was a program manager before me. In the training process we didn't have any leads on her. We basically just had a channel of people standing between her and the trailer. Then we start adding little new things to that. We started with a very short one that's literally 30 feet. And then we added 2 people up front or people running next to her in the positions they would. It's always positive reinforcement. We're like, "You did it, great job, you're a star." It's so satisfying to see all of the hard work that you've put in add up and culminate in her being confident and running successfully in full zones. We're hopeful that Ralphie 6 will be our buffalo for many years to come.